Hey guys, it's Sarah from Sleepopolis, and today we'll be taking a close look at the Garment Wash sheet set from Lime & Leaf. Now I'm going to show you a little bit about what I like, what I don't like so much, and for whom I think these sheets might be particularly beneficial. But if by the end of this video you're not so sure that this is the set for you, don't worry, the perfect bedding is out there, so just Google Sleepopolis best sheets and we'll help you find it. All right, let's get started. So these sheets are made from 100% Supima, also known as Pima cotton, which has a reputation for being extra soft as it's woven from fine, long staple fibers. And I would say these sheets are no exception. They have a super soft, smooth hand feel. And while they are percale woven sheets, you know, they do have that crispness, that cool crispness that comes from percale woven sheets. But because these are also garment washed, they're a little less crisp and a little more smooth than some other percale woven sheets I've tested. And if you want to know more about the garment washing process, I do go into deeper detail in my full written review, which is linked below. Now these sheets have a 250 thread count. I would say they're pretty lightweight. I'm definitely getting the sense that they're gonna help keep me cool in the warmer months, which is great because I'm a very warm sleeper. And I've got the set in white here, but Lime & Leaf does offer, I think, about 4 or 5 other colors of the garment washed sheet sets, and also other styles that are not garment washed. But I've got the white here, and you might be able to tell because of the finishing and garment washing process, they do have a little bit of a bluish hue to them. So that's something to keep in mind. So what are you getting with this set? Well, you get the top sheet, the fitted sheet, and 2 pillowcases. Now the fitted sheet is able to accommodate mattresses up to 15 inches deep. And this mattress that I'm on right now is almost 14 inches deep. So I'm definitely filling this fitted sheet out, but it's still, I had no problem accommodating this mattress. And I sort of just tucked the excess fabric underneath the mattress to really get a nice tight fit. The pillowcases are super smooth, just like the rest of the set. But something I love is that the opening is on the side rather than down the middle. And it does have this extra flap of fabric here, which in my opinion is just always kind of a nice, aesthetically pleasing perk because you don't really see sort of the tags of the pillow sticking out. I'd say my first impressions of these sheets is that they are very soft, cool, and cozy. The people at Lime & Leaf describe it as how their grandmother's sheets used to feel, sort of cool from the percale weave and soft from many years of washing. And I think that's a pretty accurate description, but I'm excited to jump into bed and see how they really feel. Okay, so now that I'm in here, I'm kind of getting a better idea of what it's gonna feel like. I mean, at the end of the day, you might know this about me, but I have 2 kind of main criteria that really need to be met before I'll even consider adding a sheet set to my own personal collection. And those 2 are, number 1, most importantly, how the fabric itself feels on my bare skin, and number 2, how well the fitted sheet stays tucked and stays put on the mattress. So as far as number 1 is concerned, I really am loving how this fabric feels. It is, like the folks at Lime & Leaf say, really got this cool, inviting, sort of like I can't wait to take a nap kind of feel. Rubbing my hands all over it, I can kind of feel how super soft and smooth the garment washing process has made these sheets. So I'm really loving that. Also, I am a combo sleeper, so after rolling around, sort of transitioning positions, I would say the fitted sheet did a great job of staying tucked. I would say there's a tiny bit of gapping between the fitted sheet and the mattress, just a little bit. So you might kind of need to play around with how you're tucking the excess fabric under the mattress in order to really get that perfectly tucked, really tight fit there. But, you know, it never became untucked, so that's important. Also, I really kind of like the look of these. The garment washing process, like I said, is intended to enhance the comfort and the softness, but it also provides this sort of worn-in look that's sort of, meant to bring something sort of special, something sort of unique to the overall look and feel of these sheets. And I think that this definitely has that. Like I said, it does have sort of a bluish hue, so it's not that standard white cotton that you might be used to seeing. And it also just sort of has this textured look to it that, like I said, sort of sets it apart. So I'm liking that. But at the same time, the bluish hue of the top sheet is not quite matching with the pillowcases. So I'm not loving that. If it was all the same exact bluish hue, I would be really into it, but I'm not loving the fact that there's a little bit of disparity there. Another thing that I'm just kind of noticing is that the top sheet is so cool and breathable, which I love because, like I said, I am a hot sleeper, but I almost feel like the fitted sheet is almost a little too thin, and I would definitely want to swap these out for something a little more warm and cozy once the cooler months start to roll in. But overall, I think that white cotton sheets are a bedroom essential, and I think these are a really great pick. So there's a lot that I'm liking about this sheet set, but just to name a few, I'm really into the garment wash nature of these sheets. They sort of bring something special to the sheet game that, I think kind of sets it apart from other white cotton percale sheet sets I've seen. And, I really like the sort of worn-in feel that the garment washing brings. It also has sort of a rustic aesthetic that I personally think is charming. Speaking of the garment washing, it really makes them super soft, cool, and cozy. So I think the people at Lime & Leaf got it right. It really does have this sort of, I'm about to take a nap in my grandma's spare bedroom kind of feel, which I personally find to be very comforting on a few levels. And lastly, something that always takes the pressure off for me is Lime & Leaf offers a generous trial period of 30 days wherein you can test this bedding out, see if it's the right one for you, and if after a month you're still not feeling them, you just send it back for a full refund. So as always, there are going to be a few things about these sheets that are not for everybody. Firstly, as is often the case with percale cotton sheets, they wrinkle a little easily. Now again, it doesn't detract from the comfort or anything, but from an aesthetic standpoint, it's not ideal. So if I were you, I'd remove them from the dryer as soon as they're done, and they're super warm and wrinkle-free, and that way you can stretch them out over the mattress, and I think that'll serve to keep the wrinkles at bay a little bit. Another thing is, as a result of the finishing and garment washing processes, there's a bit of a bluish hue to these sheets. And you might not be able to tell right now, but if you were to hold, say, a piece of white paper or another piece of white fabric against these sheets, you would see the difference. And there is a little bit of a bluish tint to them. So, something worth noting, different strokes for different folks. If you're looking for a sheet set that's pure, true white in color, it's something to keep in mind. And lastly, these sheets are incredibly lightweight, cool, and breathable, which is great for summertime or the warmer months, but I might want to take them out of rotation once the winter rolls in. Well, that wraps up this review, but for every last detail on these sheets, be sure to check out my full written review, which you can find by Googling Sleepopolis Lime & Leaf sheets. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below after you've hit like and subscribe, and we'd be happy to help. And don't forget to follow us on social media, as we're always uploading content with one thing in mind, to get you the best sleep you can. Which reminds me, if you're not sure you're sleeping on the right mattress, just Google Sleepopolis Best Mattress, and we'll help you find that too. Well, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.